Okay, so it's like what, a week later and I'm making yet another video? I'm just bored. Like at this point, nobody's watching my shit and I'm bored. Anyways, before I forget, and also ignore the fact that this is like severely tilted. But whatever. Two questions. How do you like drinking coffee? And when is the latest you drink coffee? Because I was told last weekend that someone I know, they stopped drinking coffee at 10 p.m. No, 10 a.m. Not 10 p.m. 10 a.m. And I was like, 10 a.m.? Like, I don't even get up at 10 a.m. on days when I have class sometimes. Like, 10 a.m.? Like, that's insane. Like, I'll drink coffee, like, really late sometimes. But it depends. Anyway, that's completely unrelated to this video. So today I went to show off some stuff I've been reading because I read like 3 to 5 books at a time. By 5 books, I mean like I read like 2 to 3 seriously, and then the other 2 are like they stay on my desk for like months at an end. But I'm just gonna show like the 2 to 3 that I'm actually reading. And some books that I bought recently, because some stuff that I did order never got here. And then I found out, I contacted the seller and they were like, it was lost in the mail. That's why you never got it. And I'm like, what the actual fuck? So what can I do about that? Anyways, let's start off with my e-reader. So on here, I started reading Something That May Shock and Discredit You, which is like a bunch of essays by this trans writer, Daniel M. Lavery. You know, he did like Dear Prudence for like 3 years on Slate, and like there's like a bunch of like stuff on that he wrote on Tumblr. But I don't know, I like it so far. I was like gonna read like the whole thing really fast, but then it got a little emotional and I was like, I'm not gonna do this. Also, it looks a little dark and my face looks kind of worse for wear, but I think it's the lighting. Like, see, I look fine here, but like I don't like the shadows in this, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. Also, I read this pamphlet called Marxism and Psychology last night, which was pretty like introductory, and at the end it was very like socialist revolution now, and I was like, socialist revolution now, and then I was like, damn, so like besides individual treatment for like mental illness and depression, like what am I supposed to do? And so I was like contemplating that. Anyways, okay, so this is what I'm reading now. I'm like halfway through. The Topeka School, I say that weird, by Benjamin Lerner. I think it's Lerner. It's really good. Like, I haven't read anything like this in a long time. Like this type of, let me put the e-reader behind. Like writing style. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like you read it and you're like, he's like a different kind of author. And I like the kind of like anger and like masculinity and like debate stuff and education and the kind of stuff that's being revealed through like the Darren subchapters. And I would recommend it pretty much so far. I think it's a little like white people anger and like it's like stuff like that, but I guess like of its time it was very fitting. But like, oh, we hear someone talking in the hallway. Like 2022, it's a little like, maybe this is a little overdone, but I bet when it came out, it was really like, people were like, damn. But I mean, it's still good. It's still really good. I really like it, but I feel like it could be a little overdone. Like, it makes me think of the same vein of like, what is that? Hillbilly Elegy? but like not Hillbilly Elegy. Hillbilly Elegy is not great. But I don't know why. Like, it makes me think of that like, oh, people who like voted for Trump kind of stuff, or like white people who are angry and like white masculinity and things like that. Which it's not like innovative or like amazing. And I think sometimes when people investigate that, they're like, wow, like we really had to hear about this. And it's like, okay, like let's hear about something else, even though it's interesting. Anyways, next book, Kindred Confidential. Anthony Bourdain. Oh my god, complicated character, I guess, but this is very like, it's very like if you like his shows, you would like this. Like I started reading it, and I started reading the Topeka School, but I'm like 80 pages in. I've been wanting to read this for a while though, and it's like mostly so far like stories about like Provincetown and stuff like that, and how he became a chef, and different stories about him being a chef and things like that, and like things you should not learn, but like things you should know about the culinary industry. Yeah. Also, I'm like, is he like holding swords on the cover? I don't know what this is. I would like to know. Then I just got this in the mail today. Finally, a decent ending to my depressing week. Going Nowhere Slow, The Aesthetics and Politics of Depression. He like goes into like 4 different like artists or like pieces or like movies or whatever, and like relates it to like how depression is like the loss of like there being no future. Reading a lot of books and stuff about depression lately to kind of get a better understanding, so I think it's really good. I think it's really good to do that, you know. I'm not saying this book's amazing or anything. I've only read like 20 some pages, and it's nonfiction, so it like takes a bit to, you know, read. It's not like, I mean, not all nonfiction is like that. It's like super fast paced, but it's like you slow. You gotta take your time. And then, don't ask me why I was out again. But I got Possession, a romance, but it has like the ugliest cover ever. Like, full offense to whoever designed this movie cover. Like, it's terrible. But I really wanted to read it, and I have it on my e-reader because I found it a while ago. And it seems really good. And it won the Booker Prize. Huh. Won the Booker Prize? I didn't realize that. Wait. It's the Man Booker Prize now? They changed it to Man Booker Prize instead of Man Booker Prize became Booker Prize? I don't know. This is already like 8 minutes long. Oh my god. And then at that same bookstore, but at a different time, I found The Echo Maker, which literally I bought because it got the National Book Award in 2006, and I've never heard of it. And yeah, it's not great to like buy books because they have awards, because like then you could be missing out on other books. But like it seemed interesting when I looked it up at the store. And it's kind of like, I wish it was like a different format, because I don't like these type of like mass market paperbacks. Like this, I wish they were like more rectangular and like bigger. Anyways, yeah. And then I finished reading The Remains of the Day recently, which was really good. Like the reveals, I was like, damn, like I like, not like they weren't shocking, but at the same time I was like, yeah, this makes sense that this was the reveal like in the book. Like, I guess, like if I say it, it's gonna spoil it. But I thought I was gonna be so bored by this, because I was like, oh, English butler like recalling his past, like that's not gonna be that entertaining. But no, like it's like when I read Remains of the Day, when I read Never Let Me Go, and I was like, oh, this is kind of boring, but it like really keeps you interested. Like he's really like, yeah, of course he's like a prolific writer, like of course he's gonna be good. I mean, some prolific writers can be really bad, so that doesn't make sense. But I mean, like, if he's popular, there's a certain reason why he's popular, and like, and in this case, he can write, you know, he can, like, you're interested. So I would recommend it. Like, maybe, like, it's not amazing, but when I was reading this, and that scene that they're watching in The Sopranos is literally the same thing that is happening in the scene that they're like, the scene in the movie is the same thing that is happening in the show. Like, their relationship is getting a little too, like, possibly romantic kind of stuff is going on. And I was like, oh my god, like, I've realized that the movie that they're watching, the Remains of the Day movie, was reflecting what was happening in the show. And I was like, what? Anyways, so I just had that revelation when I was reading it. This is the only book I've read so far fully of this month. Not like I have to be like flying through books, but I feel like I'm going a bit slower recently because I've been a bit down. So a bit down, that's understatement. Speaking of being down, I got An Unquiet Mind. I don't know exactly why I got this. I think I wanted to read like more memoirs and like ones related to like mental illness and stuff. And she's bipolar, the author, and I think that's what it's about. I don't completely know. I have it on my e-reader, which is kind of why I bought it. And then what? Wow. Okay. Okay, so I got Christopher and His Kind by Christopher Urshworth, which is, the author of A Single Man, which I read this summer. And I was reading the back and it was like, oh, he meets like W.H. Auden and like all these people and like, who's the author? Maurice E.M. Forster. Like all these people, and I was like, what? That's what this is about? Like, I knew it was like a memoir, but I didn't know like exactly what it was about. But like reading the back, I shouldn't buy books I don't know what they're about, especially over the internet, but I waste my money. I was like, wow, that looks really good. Maybe I need to read that like after I finish my like 3 books that I'm reading right now. Anyways, if you got here, thank you. It's like 12 minutes now. Wow. I'm very talkative, I guess, and I don't realize how fast time passes. I think after this, I'm gonna go shower and read some more and do something. Anyways, thank you. Catch my next video sometime, which I don't know what it will be, but probably about books again. Also, Chloe, if you're watching this, how do you like the Red Dragon? Yeah, I should do like a Red Dragon, like Silence of the Lambs, like comparison video or something, and just like talk my head off, because that's what I do in my room anyways. Yeah, if you think I should do like a Thomas Harris books, the Red Dragon, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, I haven't finished the Hannibal movie, comparison video, let me know too. Anyway, answer those questions from the beginning. And yeah, that's about it.